How's it going, Logan?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. This guy is so scary. I didn't even want to ask many questions in the press conference earlier. What possessed you to take this matchup? I mean, how do you feel about your opponent, Yaroslav Amosov?
No, I mean, he's tough. I know he's tough. He's an undefeated fighter, which so am I. But, it was a good opportunity, and I see a lot of areas that I can win in. And so to be the best, you got to fight the best, and he's one of the top guys right now.
You've been in there with, like Ian Pascu and, another guy who's a huge deal at the moment, Joaquin Buckley. But in terms of the levels of your opponent, this guy is the toughest test you've faced in your MMA career, correct?
Yeah.
And last one from me, how does that fight work out? I mean, are you going to be shooting in, looking to get him to the ground, looking to nullify him, or are you happy to stand and bang with this guy?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. It's going to be a lot of transitions going from wrestling to striking, and who can win those situations, and who can, when you do land the takedown, can you keep them there for a while, beat them up, get them tired? And that's what's really going to determine the outcome of this fight.
Thank you, buddy.
We'll go to Steve.
Logan, thank you for the time. We heard something telling from Yaroslav earlier when he said that the reason you've looked dominant against your competition is that you hadn't faced a wrestler at your level. And he says that because of that, the outcome will be different this time. What are your thoughts?
I've wrestled at the highest level for a long time. And I trained with Kamaru Usman, Gilbert Burns, Mike Chandler, Robbie Lawler, some of the best guys, obviously the top two guys at 170. So I know what it takes to go in there and compete. Have the guys that I fought, EJ Brooks was a Division I wrestler. Pascu had good wrestling and did well against Ed with defending some things and getting some takedowns of his own. But I know Amosov has good wrestling. I know that. I've watched his fights. But it's going to be able to who can keep that up for 15 minutes. And so, I know I competed in probably over 400 wrestling matches. Been wrestling since I was 5 years old. So I know how to go out there. I know how to compete against the best guys in the world.
All right, and I put it to Amosov earlier that with 2 undefeated fighters going in and no definitely 100% established next person to face Douglas Lima, this could be a number 1 contenders fight. Do you see it that way yourself?
Yeah, I do. I think whoever comes out of there with a good performance and a W, definitely put yourself up there for a title shot.
All right, Logan, best of luck Thursday. Thank you.
Thanks.
Go to Matthew.
Hey, Logan, how you doing today?
Hey.
Hey, my question is to you. Do you think there's more pressure on you in this fight? Of course, you both are undefeated. Or do you think there's more pressure on Yaroslav? Of course, the gentleman that was just talking was saying this is technically a number 1 contender fight. Do you think there's more pressure on you or Yaroslav here?
I think I really don't know. For me, it's just another fight where you want to go in there and you want to come out with the W. So I don't really think about his situation. I focus on me. And so for me, there's a lot at stake for both of us. But for me, it's business as usual. Go in there and try to dominate this guy for 15 minutes and get a W and see where we're sitting afterwards.
Yeah, even with a win over Yaroslav, of course, you'd be 12-0. Do you want to get a few more fights in before you would even fight for the title, or are you ready to go for the title already?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm excited, and I know that with like I said, a great win on Thursday, that puts you right up there, and that puts you right in the discussion for a title shot. So for me, it's just like I said, I've been competing for a long time, so I know what it takes to compete at a high level. And so, I only have 11 fights, but, you can't wait around forever and just saying the next fight. So at a certain point, you just have to get in there and fight the best guys in the world.
That's all I got for you, brother. Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Simon.
Hey, Logan. How are you today, my friends?
Hey.
So I have this question here for you. Some will say that you have to lose to actually learn. However, you've been undefeated throughout your 11-fight professional career. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you actually have to lose to learn?
I don't think so. Obviously, Khabib didn't lose, and look where he's at. So no, I think you learn every fight, whether you win or lose. You learn from situations that didn't go your way, even though the outcome went your way. But you also, every single training session, there's something that I'll find out that that didn't work, and so. Like I said, I train with some of the best guys in the world, and I'm learning on a daily basis. So, no, I don't think you have to lose to learn, but you definitely don't want to either.
Cool. That's all I got for you. Best of luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
All right, and our last question we'll take 2 more. We'll have Rick Sanchez.
Hey, Logan, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
My question is, depending what happens on Thursday night's fight, if there's any opponent you want next, whatever goes on Thursday night?
For me, a lot of people have been talking, number one contender spot. And so for me, I guess you go in there and you dominate Amosov, I would like to fight for the title. And so, I got to take care of Thursday first before I start looking ahead and what's next. This fight hasn't even happened yet. So, it's kind of the same answer I always give is I have to take care of what's in front of me. And right now that's an undefeated fighter in Amosov. And so if I take care of him, then we go to the drawing board and talk to the guys and see what we're thinking.
All right. Thank you.
All right, and our last question will come from Santiago.
Hi Logan, greetings from Amsterdam. Could you keep training at Sanford MMA with Henry Hoof during the pandemic?
We had to take a little break for a while, which everybody had to. But then the state of Florida obviously had less restrictions than other places, so we were able to get back training, and we did a lot of things on our own and home workouts and things like that. We had to do for the first few weeks, but. It was good. I got to kind of take a little break and focus on some things that I didn't always get to when we're always going from fight to fight or back to training camp. So, I just did whatever I could and tried to learn during it.
And the last thing for me, the current champion in your weight class moved up in weight and challenged Gegard Mousasi for the middleweight title. What did you make of Lima's performance in that fight? Mousasi was big, and he did a good job controlling the distance. Lima's leg kicks, obviously, they took a toll on him. You could tell, and, he said it in the interview. Mousasi won those wrestling positions, and he was big. I could tell his weight kind of took it out of Lima in a few situations where maybe Lima would have been able to get out if it was at 170 or 180, 175, but at 185, Mousasi just was a little bigger guy and did a better job controlling distance and winning those wrestling positions. Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Logan. Appreciate your time.